Rupert Guinness, the track cycling has concluded, and finally, on the last night, it produced a gold medal for Australia. Anna Meares, she's an absolute champion.
Yeah, magnificent result there, Sam, and you know, we've all sort of felt like we've ridden through with her troubles and everything like that, and she's come through with this one career-defining victory for her. Yep. She's had many other great wins in her career, but this really was the stamp on her career, and gee, I mean, everyone was so excited.
It was such a dramatic race. You would have thought that when she drew Vicky Pendleton, it would take at least three or all three to get through, but she did it in two scintillating rides. A bit of controversy in the first one.
That's right. Vicky Pendleton was relegated for coming out of the sprint lane there in the finish, and that created a few boos in the stadium, as you can imagine. But the interesting thing when that sort of thing happens, it suddenly changes the dynamics of the race straight away. One moment there was Anna on the back foot, and suddenly she's having to just focus on the next race, she said. Just focus on the next race, not think about the politics and the arguments behind. And then suddenly she finds she's getting to the next race and she's already one up when she thought she was one down. And they have to compose themselves. I think this is really a fascinating element.
Me too. And then that second race, I'll never forget when Anna just took Victoria right up to the bank, and Victoria's legs you could actually see shaking, and she didn't like being there. And then precisely what Anna wanted to happen occurred. Vicky went ahead, Anna had the back of her and just pumped around and took like the most famous win that you could imagine, really.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw her sheer speed and her strength.
Yep.
And, you know, that desire. You almost felt like you're reading her mind, couldn't you? Like, she was not going to let go. She was not going to let that, you know, that victory slip through her grasp.
Well, Rupert, let's hear from the woman herself, Anna Meares.
That was such a big victory for me. It's been a difficult event for me. The individual sprint, bronze in Athens, silver in Beijing, and so special to step one step higher this time. So, yeah, she was extremely gracious. She gave me a hug when we were waiting for the medal ceremony, and just, I think we were both very emotional. I mean, this is a retirement for her. This is the end of the road. Last time she pulls on the skin suit for Great Britain, and for me, probably the biggest win of my career ever.
And a lot of expectation about today with you and Sally Pearson both racing.
We both won silver together in Beijing on the same day, and now we've both won gold together in London on the same day. So she's my good luck juju. I'm going to pack her up and take her all around the world with me. The team feels it. The team, you know, the Australian Olympic team is feeling that we haven't performed, you know, to the expectation of Australia's public, and it's not for lack of trying.
There's so much we could talk about that race, but this is a short video, so we'll move on to the Omnium, the women's Omnium, and we collected a bronze medal.
Yeah, a really great result by Annette Edmondson. You know, she said afterwards she came here wanting to go for the gold. She felt she could get the gold, but she's very happy to get that bronze. And Lara Trott, who won the gold medal, I mean, she had a great race. And the Omnium was a really exciting event.
Yep.
She's a real star for the future.
Well, let's have a listen to what Annette said after a competition.
It feels pretty amazing. I came in here with high hopes, and I honestly hoped to try and get a gold, but failing that, I was so happy to come away with a medal. It's a feeling I've never felt before.
She'll be in Rio for sure. And finally, the British team weren't happy with the Pendleton result, but they were off their seats to clap in Chris Hoy, and an historic final Olympics for him. He was outstanding in the Keirin.
Yeah, I mean, not enough can be said great about the great Chris Hoy, Sir Chris Hoy, because, I mean, he's a fabulous athlete, 6 Olympic gold medals now and 1 silver. He surpassed Steve Redgrave as the greatest Olympian in Britain, and it was fitting that last event went to him. With due respect to Shane Perkins, and I know he's the reigning world champion and he would have been disappointed, but, you know, there's times where greatness deserves to be there, to be witnessed and to be observed, and tonight was a night. And so Chris Hoy is a fabulous guy, a fabulous raconteur in his press conferences, and I just, you know, he's talking about going to the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. I hope he's there because I'd like to see more of him, I really would, but that's his last Olympic Games.
Well, Rupert, it's been an incredible meet. The highlight for me, no question, was Anna Meares' gold medal. You?
Yeah, look, I've got to say Anna Meares, definitely. Except I just would love to give another credit to Chris Hoy because, you know, go back to Anna. Going back to Anna, definitely.
We've written about it, we've watched it, and personally I want to watch it again.
Exactly.
See ya.